Being a graduate student is a busy and challenging time in your life. You may find that you're spending more time at your desk and less time being active. Your research and studies have taken priority. Prioritizing your nutrition may seem impossible. Most days it probably feels easy to reach for the most convenient food without worrying about what's in it. But choosing foods that are both convenient and nutritious are not mutually exclusive. Calories in your cabinet. By stocking your cabinet with the right calories, you can fuel your mind, body, and future. This video is going to show you how to transform your high-calorie, energy-dense snacks into nutrient-dense options.
So how can you make sure the calories in your cabinet really count? I'm going to show you what I like to put in my cabinet so you can start thinking about what you want to put in yours. We're going to start with some of the carbohydrates. Oats are a great whole grain source of energy that keep well in your cabinet. They also come in single serve packets and even little cups. Just make sure to read those labels and limit your added sugar. Whole grain pretzels or crackers are another great snack for your cabinet. When you're reading the label, just look for whole grains as the first ingredient. One of my personal favorite snacks are whole grain rice cakes. They do come in salty or savory varieties like this lightly salted, but my favorite's the chocolate. There's a couple of grams of added sugar, but that's okay in moderation. Something that's a lot like those rice cakes are these crunchy rice rolls. They're not always whole grain, but there's only 4 grams of added sugar, so they still make for a nice snack. You want to pair those carbohydrates with a protein. Remember, that's going to help you stay full longer. Peanut butter is a great protein that you can pair with any of these carbohydrates. You can mix it in your oatmeal, put it on your crackers, or spread it on your rice cakes. When you check out the labels on peanut butter, again, you're going to look for one that has less added sugar. If you're not a fan of peanut butter or you want something a little different, I really like keeping beans in my cabinet. Sometimes I'm just in a hurry and I don't have time to make lunch, so this is something different. It works really well with a variety of different types of crackers and gives you some protein, and they come in all sorts of flavors. Another essential in my cabinet are these packs of tuna and salmon. Some of the options are low sodium. There's also a lot of options and flavors. So I keep a whole bunch of different ones. That way it keeps things interesting. I know not everyone loves fish, so canned chicken can be another great source of protein that you can pair with those crackers, or even if some whole grain bread if you keep that in your cabinet. Sometimes I just want to pair protein with something else and need to be quick and easy, or I can even throw it in my bag. I do like to use jerky sometimes, but I just try to find ones that are lower in sodium and added sugar. This little stick packs 7 grams of protein. So remember, with your carbohydrates, you want to pair protein. But some snacks have both carbohydrates and protein. Legumes are a great thing for your cabinet snacks. Chickpeas come in a variety of flavors, and a single serving's 6 grams of protein. But if you're anything like me, I could sit down and eat that whole bag. So make sure when you're sitting down and you're snacking that you step away from your computer, step away from your books, and pay attention and be mindful when you eat. If you do just need something that's a little bit easier, they do make single serve. These are broad bean snacks. The cocoa is personally my favorite, but they have a lot of other salty options too. What I like is, even though they're sweet and salty, there's very little added sugar and very little sodium in these. They're a great snack to keep in your bag or your cabinet. Another sweet treat that can be also healthy are dried fruits. These are dried apricots and they come in a larger bag, but sometimes the convenience of these small packages of raisins are really handy. The big thing of dried fruit is to read your labels and find fruits that are naturally sweet and don't have the added sugar. If you like fruit, another good option are canned. These little individual serving sizes are portioned out and they have very little added sugar. Some varieties have none. So again, it's just important you read the label. You could also keep fresh fruit like apples. They keep pretty well in a cabinet, or even bananas will keep for a couple of days. And all of those fruits pair really well with a healthy fat that also gives you a little bit of protein. Nuts are great. A single serving has about 6 grams of protein. So these are a great snack to add Just like the chickpeas, it could be easy to sit down and eat a lot of them, so be very mindful when you eat, or portion them out into little containers. It's generally more cost effective to buy the large bag, but they do make single serve options as well. Sometimes you simply need something more convenient than any of these treats. So granola bars are a great option, but not all granola bars are created equally. So read your ingredients and look for granola bars that have 8 grams of added sugar or less. There's even some great options now that have no added sugar. The total sugar in these bars all comes from fruit. So Kind bars are a great mix of the nuts and the fruit. There's Laura bars, which typically are a sweet fruit bar, and there's even some other ones that are blended together with nuts and fruit. One more tip that can help keep things easy and convenient for you is to consider keeping silverware and a small bowl in your office. This way you can make things right here in your office and keep things convenient. You're here studying and working hard. You're investing in your future, and that means taking care of your body as well as your schoolwork. So these tips should help you fuel up for the future.
With a little bit of planning, your snacks can be convenient and nutritious. Fuel your mind, body, and studies with the calories in your cabinet. Be sure to follow Healthy PSU on Instagram and follow, like, and share Healthy Penn State on Facebook. Let us know what's in your cabinet.